Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago PD Season 12 adds Warrior Nun's Toya Turner as a series regular. Toya Turner has joined the Dick Wolf procedural in a series regular role for the upcoming Season 12, sources confirmed to TV Line exclusively. Update: the actress who recently recurred on NBC's New Amsterdam is set to play Kiana Cook, a patrol officer who loves the adrenaline of the job and its stakes and doesn't blink in the face of chaos. Note: the character was previously named Yara Page. Turner is no stranger to #OneChicago, having previously guest starred on both Chicago Med and Chicago Fire. Her arrival on Chicago PD comes in the wake of Tracy Spiridaco's departure as Det. Haley Upton in the Season 11 finale after 7 full seasons with the show. Read our post-mortem interview with showrunner Gwen Sigan about Upton's exit here. Turner, who began her career training at the prestigious British American Drama Academy, BADA, at Oxford University, has appeared on numerous TV series, including Grey's Anatomy, The Mick, Easy, and Empire, starring Terrence Howard and Taraji P. Henson. Chicago PD centers on the elite intelligence unit from District 21 as they tackle the city's most heinous offenses, such as organized crime, drug trafficking, and high-profile murders. The current ensemble includes Jason Begg as Teschit, Hank Foyt, Leroyce Hawkins as Officer Kevin Atwater, Marina Squarciati as Officer Kim Burgess, Patrick John Pfluger as Officer Adam Ruzick, Benjamin Levy Aguilar as Officer Dan Torres, and Amy Morton as Desk Sergeant Trudy Platt. Additionally, Bojana Novakovic recurred in Season 11 as embattled SVU detective Joe Petrovic, who checked into rehab towards the end of the season at Upton's behest. Toya Turner's debut on Chicago PD electrified the precinct like a lightning strike on a stormy Chicago night. Known for her compelling performance as Sister Mary in Warrior Nun, her transition into the world of the intelligence unit was a bold move that blended her fierce on-screen presence with a character that fits seamlessly into the gritty, high-stakes environment of the CPD. Turner was cast as Detective Leela Carter, a sharp, no-nonsense investigator whose moral compass guided her through the chaos of Chicago's criminal underworld. Leela Carter entered the fold after being recruited by Hank Foyt himself. Her reputation as a rising star in the Chicago narcotics unit preceded her. She was the one they called when cases grew too tangled for anyone else to unravel. A former undercover operative with an uncanny ability to slip into personas like a second skin, Carter's expertise and calculated risk-taking made her a perfect addition to Voight's unit. The premiere episode of Season 12 began with an adrenaline-pumping sequence. The intelligence unit was hot on the trail of a notorious drug syndicate, responsible for a string of overdoses across the city. Voight's team, already stretched thin, needed fresh blood to tackle the sophisticated operation. Enter Carter, her first scene showcasing her deft handling of a sting gone sideways. As bullets flew and chaos erupted, Carter single-handedly dismantled the operation, earning Voight's immediate respect. In her first meeting with the intelligence unit, Carter exuded quiet confidence. Dressed in a sleek leather jacket and jeans, she carried herself with the poise of someone who had walked through fire and emerged stronger. Her dark eyes surveyed the room, landing briefly on Jay Halstead, who offered a nod of acknowledgement, and Haley Upton, who was quick to size up her new colleague. It wasn't long before Kevin Atwater broke the ice, his trademark charm lightening the tense atmosphere. "So, you're the big deal everyone's been talking about," he quipped. Carter smirked. "Depends who you ask." While most welcomed her addition, Voight's right-hand man, Adam Ruzick, was wary. He'd seen plenty of hotshots join the unit, only to crumble under the relentless pressure. But Carter wasn't easily intimidated. She had an innate ability to read people, and she quickly deduced that Ruzick's skepticism came from a place of loyalty to the team rather than malice. As the season progressed, Carter proved her worth time and again, her sharp instincts and relentless drive pushing cases to resolution. One of the season's standout episodes delved into her backstory. The intelligence unit stumbled upon a case that struck uncomfortably close to home for Carter, a human trafficking ring with ties to the community she grew up in. The script took viewers into the heart of Carter's complex history, revealing her upbringing in Chicago's South Side, where crime and survival were two sides of the same coin. In an emotional confrontation with Voight, Carter admitted, "I know these streets, these people. I was one of them once, and I've spent my whole career trying to make sure no one else has to grow up like that." Voight, ever the pragmatist, gave her the space to lead the operation. The case forced Carter to confront old demons and reconnect with people she had left behind, including an estranged childhood friend who was now tangled in the trafficking network. The episode was a masterclass in blending action with emotional depth, showcasing Turner's range as an actress. Carter's presence also brought a fresh dynamic to the team. Her friendship with Atwater blossomed into one of the season's most heartwarming subplots. The two bonded over their shared experiences of growing up in underserved communities. Their late-night stakeouts filled with conversations that oscillated between hilarious banter and deeply personal revelations. Her interactions with Halstead and Upton added another layer of complexity. Halstead admired her tactical brilliance, while Upton found a kindred spirit in Carter's steadfast commitment to justice. However, Carter's past undercover work became a source of tension when her old handler, Detective Marcus Reed, resurfaced. Reed was part of a covert task force operating in a moral gray zone, and his reappearance dredged up secrets Carter had hoped to leave buried. One of the season's most gripping arcs involved Carter going undercover again, this time infiltrating a gang suspected of orchestrating a series of high-profile robberies. The assignment tested her loyalty to the unit and her ability to compartmentalize her emotions. Voight warned her of the toll it could take, but Carter was undeterred. "Someone has to get close enough to stop them," she insisted. The operation was a masterclass in tension, with Carter navigating the dangerous world of gang politics while feeding intel back to the team. Her dual identity began to blur as she formed an unexpected bond with one of the gang members, a young woman trying to escape the cycle of violence. The storyline culminated in a heart-stopping finale, where Carter's cover was blown during a botched heist. The intelligence unit arrived just in time, but not without casualties. The aftermath left Carter grappling with the emotional toll of her choices, a recurring theme that added depth to her character. Turner's portrayal of Rilla Carter was lauded for its authenticity and nuance. Critics praised her ability to balance the character's tough exterior with moments of vulnerability, particularly in scenes where Carter's humanity shone through her steely facade. Fans quickly embraced her as a vital part of the show, with social media buzzing about her dynamic with the rest of the cast. The writers cleverly used Carter to explore broader themes of systemic inequality and the challenges of policing in a divided city. Her character became a bridge between the intelligence unit and the communities they served, often advocating for a more empathetic approach to law enforcement. By the end of the season, Carter had solidified her place within the intelligence unit. In a poignant moment during the finale, Voight pulled her aside after a particularly grueling case. "You've got what it takes, Carter," he said gruffly. "But this job, it doesn't just take, it consumes. Make sure you're ready for that." Carter's response was characteristically direct. "I've been ready my whole life." As the screen faded to black, fans were left eagerly anticipating what Season 13 would bring for Rilla Carter and the rest of the intelligence unit. Toya Turner's addition to Chicago PD wasn't just a casting decision, it was a reinvention of the show's dynamic, ensuring its legacy as one of television's most compelling dramas.